My son passed away December 8th of 2013, and he was only 9.5 months old. I believe that his guardian at the time, Kandie, had something to do with his death. I trusted her, and my son ended up dying in her custody. I met Kandie through some mutual friends. I was going through a rough time and had nowhere to go, and asked her if she would take care of my son, and she agreed to, and she tried to sneak behind my back and take custody of him. She got temporary custody, and she didn't like it. She said I sold my son to her for $23, and I didn't. She lied and said I was taking my son around a sex offender. She was just mad, upset she couldn't have her own kids. She took custody of him, and I was supposed to get him back December 9th, and I got a call saying that he was on life support on December 7th. I drove to see him, and he had tubes everywhere. Didn't even look like my son. The next day, I had to go back up to the hospital to make the call to have him pulled off life support. And I just want to know what happened to him. I think Kandie had something to do with it. Kandie told me that he rolled between the wall and the mattress and suffocated. But I think something else happened to my son. The coincidence, I was supposed to get him back on December 9th, and December 8th, I had to take him off life support. I feel like she killed him because she knew I was supposed to get him back. Her stories don't add up, they're always changing. Every time I hear a story about how he died, it's always different. I just want to know what actually happened. I hate her because I feel like she killed my son. When I think about him, I can't hug him, hold him, and it just makes me hate her more. At the funeral, she tried to take over like she was his mom and like she paid for everything. It made me mad. Had to take pictures down that she put up of her and my son together because she tried to make it like it was her day, and I took them down and left the ones of my son up, and she tried to fight me at the funeral. If it turns out she did do it, I'm gonna do whatever I can to have legal action taken, and if she didn't, I will woman up and apologize for accusing her.
I'm here to clear my name. That was my baby. I would never hurt him. I was the one that was raising that baby. I was at a mutual friend's house. Katie brought the baby over. I was playing with the baby, and he was so adorable. And I told him, I said, I'll just take you home with me. And
You said what?
I was talking to the baby, and I said, I'll just take you home with me. You're so adorable.
Right.
Katie, she said, okay. I said, I'm not playing. I said, I'll really take him. And she said,
So Katie's the mom, and you're playing with the baby. Oh, I'll take you home.
yes.
And she goes, yeah, take him.
Yes, Steve.
And she was serious.
Yes.
And how old is the little boy at this point?
He was about 10 days old.
10 days old?
10 days old when this happened.
And you had $23. You pulled the $23. You asked how much?
I said, how much is it going to take me to get take my baby back home with me? And I was told $23. I handed the $23. The baby was handed to me, and she was saying to the mutual friend that she sold me the baby for $23.
When you were handing the $23 over, though, what was going through your head? I'm buying a baby for $23?
Actually, I really didn't know because, I mean, I've never been in that situation.
Most people aren't.
And when I would talk to people about this and let them know what happened, they were saying, well, you more or less bought that baby.
Well, you did buy the baby, right?
And I'm like, well, I guess I did if I handed them $23 and they handed me the baby.
You how dare you say I killed my baby! That is how dare you! I created you, donor! No, you are! You ain't nothing! What are you? I'm the mother! No, you ain't! Yeah, I am! No, you ain't! Yeah, I am! That is my kid! Yeah, you just laid down and had him's all you done! Okay. That's all you was! Was you there to the end? Relax. I was the one that did for him. You didn't do nothing
You
for
had
him.
him for a little while.
No, you didn't do nothing for him.
I didn't?
No, you didn't.
I didn't?
No, you didn't.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Move. Hey, Kandie. I want to talk to her. Take her backstage. Let her sit down for a second. Take her backstage.
No.
Go backstage. And we'll calm down. You know, I'm listening to the story, and the more I hear of it, I'm sitting here and I'm getting physically ill. A mother that's not there for her child.
I did what I could.
He sold. What did you do? You said you did what you could. What could you do? Tell me what you did.
I tried to raise my kid.
What you tried.
I was taking care of
Try
four
and
kids.
doing are two different things. You don't want to find out if the woman murdered your child?
But I'm getting bitched at for some.
You're getting bitched at. Your son lost his life,
I
and
know
you killed
because
him. You're
of
getting
her.
bitched at. I have questions to ask, and I'm sorry. I'm not going to handle you with kid gloves. And I'm asking you a simple question. Did she take him or did you sell him?
I didn't sell him.
Did somebody take money for your child?
I don't know what all happened right there. I was sitting in the vehicle changing my son's diaper.
Okay, so now this happens, and Kandie has your baby for 7 months.
Yeah, and I tried to contact her to get a hold of my son so I
Why
could
didn't
see
you
him.
just go get him?
I don't have a license. I didn't have a way.
But you gave, this is what I don't understand. You gave birth to a child, and you know, the child's at 10 days old or 2 weeks old.
I didn't meet Kandie until he was a month old.
Okay, so even a month old, 30 days old, she ends up with this child, right?
She was babysitting him so I could get me
Okay.
some sleep.
But you didn't have your son for 7 months, okay? Do you believe Kandie, who woke up every day with that child, fed it, changed the diapers, did everything she could for 7 months, would then kill the child? Does that make any sense at all?
No, it don't make no sense, but at the same time, if
Do you believe in your heart that Kandie killed that baby?
at times, yes, I do.
Why? No fighting. All right, no fighting. I get upset, and you stormed off the stage, but I'll tell you why I get upset and I start yelling. Because every time when I want to see your little boy up on the screen, when I hear these stories about children, I go in this bad place where I think of my own children, right? And I just, I get so mad and angry that this little boy only got 9 months. Why? And I'll tell you what else makes me mad. When you came on stage and you want to fight this woman, and Rob's got to break you up, and you're fighting and trying to get at her, I think, man, if she would have fought that hard while her son was alive and fought for him, maybe he would still be alive. And you came here and you took a lie detector test to clear your name. And we asked you, Kandie, did you participate in any way to deliberately cause the harm to Katie's son? You answered no. Do you know for sure who deliberately caused the harm to Katie's son? Which again, I say, your son? And you said no. Did you deliberately cause the harm to Katie's son? Which I say was your son? And you answered no. And the results for Kandie's lie detector test
I passed.
could only be one way.
I passed.
And the way that they came back is that you, Kandie, told the truth. You brought a son into the world, and now he's dead. He's had less time than insects have had on this planet. And that is a shame. And you can leave my stage. But he was fortunate enough to have at least 7 months of his life, somebody that truly loved him, somebody that truly cared for him, and at least he had 7 months of that, because if he would have stayed with his mom, he never would have had that. So thank you for being in this boy's life. I'm sorry for your loss, and I wish you all luck in the world.
Thank you.
I was raped.
My name is Steve Wilkos, and I'm an investigative talk show host with a law enforcement background.
it was my life or his.
My job is to get truth and justice for everyday people. Watch our videos now.